Basically, if
Okay.
you analyze the mock, you will improve your accuracy. And if
Right.
suppose you write more and more mocks, then the speed of your examination in the actual examination will improve. The more advantageous part here is you will be posted within the state in the entire work, in the entire career. So as I said you before, if you clear JAB, you'll have two advantages. First is financial part. Second is the promotion part. So that is good. So do not reject any opportunities. If you get selected as an RRB PO, just go for it.
Hello, Bhaskar. Welcome to Cracko interview series.
Hi Kushal, thank you very much.
So, firstly, can you briefly tell us about your profile and then your education background and then how you started preparing for the RRB PO exam?
Yeah, okay. First of all, before answering your question, I am Bhaskar. Have been recruited as an RRB PO in the year 2019 in the month of September. I have been posted in Telangana Gramina Bank, and I
Okay.
am working in Mancherial region. So coming to your question, while I was preparing, I have just divided my preparation part into two parts. That is, first thing is conceptual learning. Second thing is practice. Obviously, it took me around 3 months to learn all the basics of the subjects. That is, quant, reasoning, English, and GK.
Okay.
So after that, practice part, you need to practice mocks. So this I have taken the mocks of CrackU. So at that time, I think I've paid for only once, and they have provided me all the examinations in that year. That is IBPS PO clerk, RRB PO
Right.
clerk, SBI PO, and clerk. So in the beginning, I have practiced only one mock a day and analyze it. And if examination is nearby, then I have written 3 to 4 mocks at a time. Basically, if
Okay.
you analyze the mock, you will improve your accuracy. And if
Right.
suppose you write more and more mocks, then the speed of your examination in the actual examination will improve. So the basic funda is you need to write more and more mocks.
Right.
So if you are preparing for RRB PO, don't sit and for this works only for prelims. So don't sit and write only for RRB PO. If you buy any series, you write that one also, like SBI PO prelims, etc. So coming to the examination part, you will have three phases. First thing is prelims, second mains, and third is interview. So in prelims, there are three subjects: quant, reasoning, and English.
Okay.
And here you need to, the speed of the examination is very important. In 1 hour, you need to write 60 questions, and everyone knows the vacancies are becoming less, and the competition is becoming more difficult. The
Right.
examination paper is also becoming more tough. I have written the State Bank of SBI PO, IBPS PO this year. That is much difficult. I did not see that much difficulty in last 2 to 3 years. So next is mains part.
Okay.
Here accuracy is more important. So analyzing the mock is important here. Most of the people aim for general awareness here mainly. So after, if you clear prelims and mains examination, then you need to clear the third phase, that is interview also. Basically in IBPS, there will be for around 10 to 20 minutes interview only. For me, it is around 15 minutes interview. They will ask you about basic questions about yourself, and they will ask you about basic questions, and they will ask
Okay.
if you are an working professional, then they will ask you about your work. And if you are a recently graduated person, then they will ask you about some questions on your subject and some questions on current affairs based on that's it.
Great. So, can you tell us about the work profile of an RRB PO? I mean, how is life as an RRB PO?
Yeah, so actually, if you clear all the three phases, then there will be another phase, that is document verification. And once if you are posted as an RRB PO, there will be probation period for 2 years. So immediately after joining in the bank, you will be not provided any training in the initial stage. You need to learn from your colleagues, and
Okay.
after you get the practical experience and the practical knowledge, then training will be provided after 3 to 4 months. So it is provided by sponsored bank, basically. So here, as I'm working in TGB, my sponsor bank is State Bank of India. My
Okay.
training was done in SBI LD Warangal.
Okay.
So after the training will be only for 3 days. So after the training part, you will be posted either as an so you are given the duties of either accountant or field officer. So accountant is basically the field work. So you are responsible for all the deposits and all the general banking stuff like opening of bank accounts, different types
Okay.
of bank accounts like accounts, fixed deposits, recurring deposits, opening of self-help groups accounts, and etc. And also you are responsible for opening of DLs, demand loans, jewelry loans, that is gold loans. And if you are an accountant, you need to take care of all the registers maintained in the bank, and also you are responsible for the cleanliness of the bank. So
Okay.
basically it is a desk job. And on the other part, if you are given the duties of field officer, you need to go out for the field and you are responsible for all the advances, that is loans given, all the loans given in your bank. And if necessary, you need to go for the field for inspection and for recovery of NPS, etc.
Great.
This is the work life in RRBPO.
So can you tell us about the scope and the future of RRBPO?
If you are recruited as an RRBPO, that is, you are recruited as a scale 1 officer. So for if you want any promotions, you will be promoted after 6 years. So from scale 1 to scale 2, the promotion period is 6 years.
Okay.
So the highest scale here is scale 5. In RRBs, the highest position is scale 5. That is regional manager. So I need to talk about JAB and CAB here, because if you write, these are the internal examinations.
Okay.
So if you clear JAB, you will get concession of 1 year in the promotion. And if you if you clear CAB also, then there will be a concession of 2 years. So instead of promoting in 6 years, you will get promoted after 4 years. This is called fast track promotions. And beside the internal promotions, you will also have the opportunity to write scale 2 in the open competition. That is, IBPS will release the scale 2 and scale 3 every year. You need to look out for that notification. So if you have 2 years of experience as an officer in RRB, you are eligible to write scale 2, that is in the open competition. And if you have an experience of again 5 years, then you are eligible to write um, as a scale 3 officer directly. And also you will have an opportunity to work in another banks. That is, recently State Bank of India has released CBO, that is circle based officer.
Okay.
They asked the experience of as an officer for 2 years. So you can also apply for those kind of jobs also. So that's it.
Great. So can you tell us how is RRB different from other banks?
Basically, RRB regional rural banks are owned by central government, state government, and sponsored bank. Those ratios are central government, it is 50%, state government, it is 15%, and 35% is sponsored bank. So
Okay.
definitely you will have that influence of the sponsored bank uh, in the RRBs. As I said you before, the training will be given by the sponsored banks, and all the management techniques are taken from the sponsored banks itself. So we are also using the software of State Bank of India itself. So in RRBs, the priority sector lending will be 75%. So more loans will be given to farmers,
Okay.
while compared to PSU, priority sector lending is only 40%. So they will concentrate more on giving loans to housing loans and personal loans, credit cards, and etc. So we concentrate only on more on SHGs, self-help groups, and providing loans to the farmers. So this is all theoretical one. And if I talk about place of posting, most of the RRBs, most of the branches in regional rural banks are located in interior parts of the state.
Okay.
So where there is minimum transport facility, minimum restaurants like availability of food, etc. So you will have this disadvantage, but the more advantageous part here is you will be posted within the state in the entire work, in the entire career. So in PSUs, the advantage is at least you will be posted in cities where you will be having some transport facilities, food and restaurant facilities, etc. But uh, okay, some people take it as disadvantages because in the initial stages, though they are posted in within the state, they will be posted out of the state uh, when you basically climb up the ladder. So these are the differences between RRB PSUs.
Brilliant. So can you tell us about the pay scales in an RRBPO?
Yeah, okay. Pay scales. For this, if you want, I can share you my salary slip when I have joined in Telangana Gramina Bank in
Okay.
2019. Basically, the base here is I will refer to my salary slip once, and I will
Okay, sure.
read out it. So the basic pay will be 23,700,
Okay.
and DA amount will be 18,000. So the gross pay will be around 45,500, and net pay would be 41,000 when you join in the RRB after all the deductions. Deductions in the sense you'll have deductions of professional tax and NPS, the National Pension System.
Okay.
That's it. Actually, I have taken the salary slip of my friend. He works in UCO Bank. He have joined the bank last year. So here also there will be some basic differences, some slight differences here. The basic pay is 23,700 itself. Gross pay is 49,000, and net pay is around 44,600. Here the PSU's bank, that is other banks will get, will also get the lease. That is, they will pay the rent
Okay.
for your house. It will be around 5 to 10,000, and this facility is not present in RRBs. Okay, and he has also shared me the revised salary slip. That is, after 11th bipartite settlement, the basic pay is 36,000,
Okay.
and so after all this, the gross salary is around 58,000, and after deductions, the net pay, that is enhanced salary, is 53,000. So that revision is not reflected in our bank yet. So after reflection, we will get around 4 to 5,000 more in our net salary.
Okay.
So if I talk again, I'm bringing the topic of JAB and CAB here because if you clear JAB, so as I said you before, if you clear JAB, you'll have two advantages. First is financial part. Second is the promotion part. Promotion part I have already said you,
Right.
and here if you clear JAB, you will get one increment more. So
Okay.
in the net salary, there will be around 2,000 to it will be around 2,000 to 3,000 hike in your salary. So if you clear both JAB and CAB, there will be a difference of 5,000 to
Okay.
the persons who do not write these examinations. So I suggest, if already JAB exam dates are out, suppose if you are posted as an RRB PO before May, you can apply for this.
Right. So can you tell us generally what are the timings of the bank?
Yeah, generally the timings for customers are from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Previously, it was from 10:30 to 4:30, but it was revised recently, 1 year back. So for the employees, we need to log in before 10 o'clock. So at least we should be around 9:30 to 9:45 is to set up all the things before the customer enters the bank. So and in the evening, it will be around 1 hour after the customer. So and again, it depends on bank to bank. So if you have more pending works, you need to stay for longer periods of time. That's it.
Right. So generally people prefer PSUs, joining PSUs to RRB banks. So they think joining the RRBs are not worth it. So what are your comments on this? What do you have to say about that?
No, definitely not. Because joining in RRBs is also good, because the only problem here is the place of work.
Okay.
See, you will get minimum transport facilities, but the salaries, as I said you before, it is at par with all the PSUs. So definitely, if you are selected as RRB clerk or RRB PO, definitely do not reject the opportunity. Here you will get more time to prepare for another examinations, and what I suggest is, if you are posted in rural interior parts,
Okay.
stay there itself. You don't travel for 20 to 30 kilometers daily,
Right.
so that you will stress out more, and the time availability is also will be less. So stay at where the branch is present, so that you will get more time. And you will definitely, if you join in RRB, you will get more time to prepare for another examinations. See, now all the vacancies are getting low, and now everyone knows that again in this financial year, two more PSUs are getting privatized. Joining in RRBs and preparing for a good institutes like NABARD, RPI,
Right.
and IRDAI. So that is good. So do not reject any opportunities. If you get selected as an RRB PO, just go for it.
Great. So thank you so much, Bhaskar. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.